The highly anticipated new draft constitution will be published today at the Commission's headquarters in Kotu. Justice Cherno Suleiman Jallo, chairperson of the Commission, made the revelation earlier yesterday during a CRC training of journalists on the draft constitution. The Constitutional Review Commission was established in 2017 by an Act of Parliament to draft a new constitution to replace the 1997 constitution. Let's listen to Commissioner Cherno Jallo in some of the things they put under consideration during their 3 months long work.
Obviously, through this process, we've had tons of views expressed by people, that's the general public, as well as other stakeholders. And we've had to look at every single one of those opinions in order to see those that, merited constitutional consideration and those that probably were already dealt with under existing laws, or those that were a matter of policy, or those that relate merely to issues of enforcement of the law. And we've had to synthesize all of those issues in order to come to a firm decision as to what really constitutes what really constitutes an element of constitutional law that we should embody into the new constitution. But that aside, also we've had to consider the international treaties, both regional, within the continent and globally. In order to establish those that we are a party to and our legal obligations under those treaties, because we cannot review the Constitution without looking at those. In addition to that, we've had to look at international best practices in relation to constitutional law matters. And with a team of brilliant researchers, we have been able to look at the constitutions of quite a number of countries globally. And it's been a very exciting journey for us, one where we ourselves feel very much educated in terms of the little knowledge that we've been blessed with, in order to ensure that we are in a position to develop a constitution that Gambians can look at and express opinion on before we prepare the final draft. But against all of this, of course, we've had to look at what constitutes the national values and ethos of Gambian society. And I say that simply because it's a requirement under the CRC Act of 2017. And we've had to look at that. Our values as a people is fundamental. That definitely is fundamental. And we've had to look at all of these issues, the opinions, the treaties, international best practices against the values of our society.
Waaw Mame Jibi loolu kooku nekkoon Justice Cherno Jallo nga xamante ne moo nekk commissioner head commissioner foofu noonu ci CRC démb nag during training bi nga xamante ne moom lañ doon defal journalist yi pour wàllum reports regarding the draft constitution joxe ne ay leeral ne tey nag dañu publish li nga xamante ne moo draft constitution bi tey nag xam naa ñun ñëpp dinañ xam lan la draft constitution bi contain lan moo nekk advantages yi disadvantages yi ak ndax tamit nekk na in the favor of all Gambians mu nekk lu am solo.
waa nekk na lu am solo te liñ déggee ci moom xel mun na cee dal ndax mu ngi doon indi comparison of li nga xam ne moom moo nekk draft constitution buñ jàpp ne war koo taxawal wala war a tëggaat li nga xam ne moom moo nekk taxawaayu constitution bu fi nekkoon muy 1997 constitution bi dafa am lu bari luñ war a méngale ak li nga xam ne mooy doxalinu ak yelleefu doomu aadama muy regional di global di li nga xam ne moom moo nekk worldwide ci li nga xam ne mooy ak yelleefu doomu aadama liñ ciy jàpp rek mooy ne segam tey lan war a génne draft constitution bi te buñ ko génnee ñi ci war a jot dinañ ci jot taskatu xibaar yi am nañ ci responsibility comme ñoom niñ woowe woon taskatu xibaar yi ngir tàggat leen ci naka la ñuy mun a def ba yeggee askan wi mébét bi nga xam ne ñoom commission bi moom lan am nguur gi ak li nga xam ne moom moo nekk réew mi loolu lañ am pour nit ñi mun a xam ne constitution dafa nekk lu am solo ci réew ndax moom moo nekk ponk bu nga xam ne moom la nit ñi mun a sukkandiku pour ñu jàpp ne seen ëllëg ci constitution bi lañ ko yaakaar ndax ak yelleefu doomu aadama ak démocratie nu muy doxee ci àdduna dafa am loi yu nga xam ne mooy dëgër ba nit mun cee sukkandiku xam liy warefam xam liy àqefam xam liy yellefam ba ëllëg du mun a juum ci def lu nga xam ne dañ koy sukkandiku ci loi yu nga xam ne cooberey doomu aadama rek lay doon ci yëlifteefam wala bëgg li nga xam ne mooy nguuram kon jàpp nañ ne yaakaar bi mooy tey jii li ciy feeñ nit ñi mun nañ coo jëriñu niñ déggee ni mu ko junjee am na njort bu rafet ne lam ci jot tënk yaakaar mun na cee feeñ.
Modou wax na fi lu am solo si biir waxam ne dëgg la sax ne ku nekk am nga sa ak yelleef waaye tamit waruñoo fàtte suñ values yi maanaam suñ doxalin ñun as Gambian people am na loo xamante ne ñun ñoo ko moom te waruñ koo sànni for the sake of trying to pour roy yeneen dëkka wala yeneen xeet am na loo xam ne ñoo ko moom te war nañ koo sàmm.
am na solo comme ni ko ma waxee rek constitution dafa nekk lu nga xam ne moo tënk réew. mooy tax sax président du lu ko neex rek mu def parce que am na fu mu ko yemalee donte le am na luñ ko see cëral bu baax a baax waaye dafa nekk lu nga xam ne ni lu jar a bàyyi xel la balaa ñu ko yóbbu référendum saytu bi ñoom nag depuis bi ñu ko commencé li si war yëpp ñu ngi koy def comme ni ñu la ko waxee last time ñu ngi doon dem si bant baay penc yi di fekk nit ñi di leen laaj ndax na nit ñi liñ dugal noonu ak luñ bañoon ndax dinañ ko fekkaat si biir loolu mooy affaire bi waaye tey loolu yëpp dina feeñ lu nit ñi dimaanoon na nañ ko si dugal ndax gis nañ ko fa lu nit ñi ñoom buñ ko fa dugal ndax gis nañ ko mais bi nag ñu wax am point yi nga xam ne dinañ wax ne buñ ko fa dugal fekk constitution bi tam laajte na ko bu ko xam nga loi du mun a feebu ñëpp te nekkul ne yow lu la neexee loolu nga ko loolu la moo faa nekk dafa war a nekk loo xam ne ni réew mi yëpp ñooy nangutoo si li gën a bëri dañ su ko defee loolu daf dina daal di jàll waaye tey dinañ dégg lu am solo comme nu mu ko junjee ñu xaar rek ba si kanam incha allah li si kanam rek
waaw Julde foog nga ne possibility of waaw ñu wax ak Seni Marina the media assistant of the CRC moom mu gën ñoo jox enlightenment about tey moom luñ bëgg a dégg tey. Good morning, Mr. Marina.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you doing?
Good morning. Yes. So what should we expect from the commission today?
Hello, good morning. Are you hearing
Good
me?
morning. Yes, I am getting you clearly. What do we expect to hear from the commission today?
Yeah, the Constitutional Review Commission will from any time now unveil its most anticipated draft constitution for the Republic of the Gambia. If you remember, the CRC was established by an act of parliament to review and analyze the 1997 constitution and come up with a new one within a time frame of 18 months. And we can proudly tell you that today, that hard work will be formally officiated to the Gambian. The first draft will be available to Gambians to go through it for a period of 1 month to put in their input before we put up the final draft, which will be submitted to the President and then to the National Assembly.
Yeah, the fear as it stands now is that we stand a chance of maintaining the old constitution, probably because of the level of civic education that the country has as of now. What is the CRC doing to ensure that the public receives the necessary civic education regarding the upcoming referendum, also to adopt a new constitution?
A very fundamental question. The CRC, through its media and communication department, which I headed, is doing everything possible to come up with a media strategy. Already we have a media strategy that is to aggressively engage the media houses whom we have partnerships since the inception of the CRC. Yesterday we had an orientation for journalists from various media houses, including the print and the electronic, to orient them about the draft constitution and the role they should play in order to ensure that the content is known to the Gambian people. We have had radio engagement. We have also had, engagement with Gambians through our social media platform. So the CRC process has been very transparent, and Gambians have taken ownership about the entire process. So therefore, Gambians are ready and willing to, critically examine this document. So we are going to give them an opportunity again within 1 month so that they look at it critically, because this is a national document that we envisage to stand the test of time. A lot of hard work has been put. If you look at our consultation, we have engaged with all Gambians from all walk of life, from the diaspora to the Gambians living here. So it has been a very participatory approach. And I can tell you, there is a lot of confidence, there is a lot of hope that the CRC will come up with a very progressive constitution, because we have done a lot to ensure that Gambians participate and contribute to this very important national undertaking.
We understand that some time ago you were on a tour in the diaspora to engage them in a consultation regarding the new constitution, but we also understand that the law as it stands now doesn't allow them to vote, wouldn't allow them to vote during the referendum, and a lot of people actually think the consultation with the diaspora was actually a waste. What would you respond to that?
Thank you. I don't want to preempt what will happen in a couple of hours' time at the CRC here. I know the Eyeafrica TV will be here, but the most important thing is that Gambians, it, have embraced the CRC process. The CRC Act has empowered us to consult broadly with Gambians living both here and the diaspora. So our going to engage the diaspora on this key constitutional matter is in relation to the CRC Act. So anything we are doing at CRC, we are doing within the law that created the CRC. So I know public will be concerned why we are going out of consult. But at the end of the day, the diaspora, who are very critical stakeholders, have long yearned to be part of this current democratization process. So this is an opportunity for them, and the opportunity has been offered to them by the CRC, and the diaspora have seriously appreciated the fact that they have been involved in this review process.
Many people are of the belief that the previous constitution, which is the 1997 constitution, is contradictory because they give you right in one section and then take it away in another section. What is the CRC doing in making sure that this constitution is precise and it's consistent?
Our task is to review and analyze the 1997 constitution, and also to come up with a new one. And by doing so, the new constitution will be accompanied with a report. This report will detail issues that are not of constitutional nature, and they couldn't find themselves in the new constitution. So the report will explain that to the government and the wider government population why certain issue has not been able to capture in the new draft constitution. So what I can also tell you that the 1997 constitution, not every law there is bad. So that is why the Act empowered the CRC not only to analyze but also to review and see which ones are good, which ones are progressive, and come up with a new one. And I can tell you our approach has so far been very, very transparent and engaging. We have engaged different stakeholders. We even had experts from international who support in the drafting. But the entire process has been led by Gambians, very high repute Gambians who are serving as commissioners in the commission. So I will not preempt, but I know a lot of the information you are asking will be unveiled today at the press conference.
Finally, we believe that the constitution normally it is having technical jargons, which words are very complicated for the ordinary people to understand. Do you have mechanisms in place, probably experts, to make this constitution to simplify it for the understanding of the ordinary?
Madam, that's our goal here. We want to make the language of the constitution as simple, concise, and clear to the understanding of an ordinary Gambian man. That is the basic intention of this new constitution. We want to make it very simple, very concise, so that everyone will be able to, understand it. Not only make it concise, but also make it accessible, so that it can be a living document for every Gambian. You can even carry it in your pocket if you want, so that at least you are au fait with the laws that govern you. Because for the first time in the history of constitutional building in this country, people have been engaged at the grassroots level. When we had our public consultation in rural Gambia, many people came and said, look, this is an unprecedented. We were here during the 1997 constitution. We were only told to vote yes or no without even participating in the process. And our own process is quite different. We have engaged people since the beginning. We have engaged key stakeholders, critical stakeholders,
Thank you.
partners.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Marina.
it's a lot of work that have been done at the CRC.
Thank you, Mr. Marina. It was a pleasure to have you join us on our show and shed light on the matter. We really do appreciate.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Ma'am JP, that was Sini Marina, the media assistant for the Constitutional Review Commission. Mom nag wax na ay wax yu am solo yaakaar naa képp ko xam ne mu ngi follow Eyeafrica TV at this moment xam naa bépp doubt yi nga xamante ne amoon nga ko with regards to the CRC fu mu ne nii moom fan naa xaw naa leer tuuti ba pare tamit dinañ leen indil tamit earlier press conference bu gaay di hold tamit dinañ si gën a am yaatal dinañ si indi development fii neen ci Eyeafrica ngeen follow ñu live ñun moom comme as usual rek xibaar yi nu mu nekkee rek noonu lañ leen ko please don't miss the chance of having a broad enlightenment of the current development about the CRC.
lu am solo la xel dal na ci niñ déggee ni ko Mr Marina waxee sagam moom moo yore li nga xam ne mooy communication bi ci toogaayu CRC bi te lim jeexale rek mooy comme fi ko doon julde di laajee mooy ki nekk ci këram te xàmmewul naka ngay mën a def ba xamloo ko mu xàmmee li nga xam ne mooy téere bi nga xam ne moom moo ŋànkal luwaay réew mi ndax tey jullit bi pour ñu gëm sa imaan faaw nga xam ne alquran bi mooy sa téere nit ki tam nga nekk ci réew mi pour nga xam ne luwaay yi mooy doxal réew mi faaw nga xam constitution bi nga xam ne moom moo dooleel luwaay yi lan la tere ak lan la nangu segam moom wax na loolu waru garam la te yeggee woon nan askan wi xamale leen lan mooy mébét bi buñ demee ba mébét bi war a sotti war na noo dem nit di xam ne lii mooy taxawaay bi wax na ko ne gis nañ référendum bi fi amoon nit yi dañ dem rek vote yes or no nit ki nag nga dem voté waaw wala déet rek te xamoo lan moo nekk ci ginnaaw waaw bi xamoo lan moo nekk ci ginnaaw déet bi loolu dafa mel ni yëfi gumba la rek nga téye sa yet di làmbatu fooy dem te fekk warut a demee noonu kon ñoom tam war na no fàggandiku ci loolu ba yeggee askan wi ñi xam lan moo wundu ci ginnaaw taxawaay bi ñu dëgmal ci référendum bi nga xam ne mooy tax nit ñi nangu ne constitution bi ñu war a ñëw am lii la ñuy jàpp ne moom moo nekk téere bu ñuy ŋànk ci wàllu loi.
I think the CRC has a great work to do as at now. I think from this moment on they should fasten their seatbelt well to ensure that people are really enlightened about what the new constitution entails. If not, we risk the chance of having the old constitution stay, I fear.
Yeah, that's a very important question, because that is why I even asked him that, because the purpose of this new constitution is to ensure that we don't have the old constitution. If the old constitution were perfect, we will not, even have the CRC in the first place. So it is very important as Gambians, we understand this, we take this as an utmost responsibility on us to make sure that we really come up and then voice our views, things that are affecting us and things that we don't want in the constitution to repeat itself, because the constitution is us, and it's very, very important that we understand what it means.